hydrogen technology that is going about and made various MOU with the various different stakeholders who are also sitting here with for the hydrogen renewable energy. And in addition to that, we have also come with the ammonia. That is a new thought. People thought how green ammonia is also coming up. Simply, slowly, we are talking about the chemical, and the things are coming up. It is not only those chemical, as we are with the climate change, with the zero carbon emission. So all those chemistry is getting changed. Though the basics remains the same, but the input to all these chemical things, what we were getting it for our industrial project, for our industrial use, is getting it by the renewable energy. So that's only the change what is coming up. Going ahead about my Greenko, we have got a portfolio of 7.5 gigawatt at present, which is under operationalized. So we are holding this 7.5 gigawatt project in the operation side. Going ahead, you can see under construction, we have got 2460 megawatt, and where it's talk about IRESP, that is integrated renewable energy storage pump. That is a total different technology. As we talk about renewable, how to get the renewable power supply 24 hours. So if we have got the solar and the wind renewable energy, it can be stored in this IRESP project, which Government of India has asked us. Slowly you will be seeing it. At many of the locations, this pump storage, it is just like a battery bank. During the peak hour, you can supply the energy through this IRESP, or we, in short, we call as PSP, pump storage system. So those are the things which come up. So this is your storage battery when you have got a peak hour, or at the night time, or when the wind or the solar is less, and you want that that value of the energy, you get it at that time. So that is a backup to this one. Fine. Going ahead, we have got a creation of 22 gigawatt already project in hand. So 7.5 is my operational gigawatt is my operation plans. 2.46 gigawatt is my project which is already ongoing, and upcoming we have got the order of 22 gigawatt, which is comprising of hydrogen, especially hydrogen, ammonia, and the other two of all the solar wind hybrid. Fine. Going ahead, team, to my promoters, our two promoter come founder is Mr. Anil Chalamala Sethi sir. He is our MD and the CEO. And the second is Mr. Mahesh Kohli sir. He is our president and the joint managing director. So who has taken a lead to this Greenko group ahead. Coming ahead, just as we talk about the things about our investor. So our three investors are GIC from Singapore, ADIA again from Abu Dhabi, and Oryx, Japanese. So these are the three major our stakeholders for the Greenko group. Fine. So this is the portfolio for my Greenko one. Going ahead, I can tell our Greenko company, it is certified for all these four well. That is ISO 9001, 14001, 45001, 27001, and even the 50001. So those are all our certification, and in the last year we got these three various operationalized award one which we have taken across. In addition to that, in my last slide I will show you where we have taken for the EHS award. Here CII, that is the Excellence Leadership Award, that also comes. Going to the next friend, though the policy, every company has got their own policy, they have got their vision, mission and values. But what I want to highlight is especially the top management commitment for the felt leadership. That is the main thing. Team, everybody has got it, though it is been there in every organization. But where I emphasize is the felt leadership. If it is there, then only we can run either we call EHS or ESG. This for both EHS and ESG, this is the main driver, the felt leadership, what we talk about. Fine. And here one more thing, what we in our value, we just remember, our team, they remember by the word seed it, which you can see. And here S stand for, they are all our values: stakeholder, ethics, excellence, D is discipline, innovative, and the teamwork. This is how we gain our EHS and the ESG profile in our company. team, I would like to say here people talking, we always say EHS. We always say EHS team. In my company, I never talk EHS. I talk my operational EHS. I don't even, to my boss also we tell we will have 100% EHS team. है ना? The concept is that if the operation people don't talk about EHS or ESG, there won't be the 100% thing what we have the vision across our company. So if I call about just in this one is the 100% operationalized people to be inculcated, they have to be made responsible, they have to own it, then only we can achieve it. And second thing, in this first point I will tell all my plant head, I have got 140 plant across the pan India. All my plant head, we call as the plant head, we have designated their additional name from plant head plus my safety officers, chief safety officer. So by the designation, by their training, we have incorporated the EHS in my operation team, either is bottom or below. So that's how we are getting the EHS thing. That's the difference what we are making it in our company to achieve the real EHS culture. From the EHS safety, we are getting it to the culture. Fine. Here one more thing, second point, where I have kept this slide. We have got the manuals, everything, every documented fine. But accident happen. When accident happen, incident happen, people tell, by chance it has happened. And always that thing comes in our mouth. Even the operation people talks about or the EHS. ये एक छोटी सी मुश्किल के वजह, एक छोटी सी गलती के वजह से incident has happened. And we all talk, all accidents are preventable. At the same time we talk that theory. So the ultimate thing, what we do it is that we only talk about the process. It is the operation process and the EHS process need to be followed. If there is any deviation, then only the accident result. So it is nothing like that कि ये मेरी छोटी सी गलती के वजह से ये हो गया. No, nothing like that. It is only the things. And how we find out? We have got the various methodology of doing the root cause analysis. Just I will take that gist. My team remembered OT and just go from reverse to back. That is either it is the deviation with respect to what, that is T stand for tech, H stand for human, organization and technical. If either of the three made a deviation or the tolerance, it result to the incident. So ultimately it is that. So team, you all also do the same thing, but we develop this thing in the mind of my team. So I tell that team, you have to have this process, then only you will able to achieve our goal of zero harm. That's the goal for our company is zero harm and zero incident. So that's all. Here just I won't talk much more in the depth because I have been given 5-10 minutes. Process enable outcome. Really this word will speak about how the process, through the process we are getting our EHS and the ESG. Team now ESG has become much more, it has come on the upper one and with respect to the investor and with respect to the human we talk about the EHS. So that's the there, and in that what we in the process enable we have come with all the critical high risk activity what is there in maximum industry where we talk about especially the permit to work, HERA, confined space, electrical safety and LOTO and this confined space electrical all. We have also have got a good HNS manual which talks about all the procedure format and those things. So those are the things, through this only we enable the process, enable outcome and we get the result. And that we have seen it in last 3 years. We got this HNS plan first inbuilt by our team with the Greenko, then with Cholo MS and the another also BV also. We got it evaluated and we got the things done and we are in good hand now. Till now. So these are the things. I won't talk much more here. The water identical process. We have got 120 plant across the pan India. So it should be the identical one. The process has to be followed and this moves so that even my person transfer from one BU to another BU, he owns the thing. There is nothing much more difference to it. This is the roadmap. Yeah, the team in every organization may be having it. What we do it, how to attain it, and this EHS roadmap is owned by my BU head. By I will tell my CEO and myself, we run this one. It is not one EHS team just I am repeating it again and again because EHS community is a facilitator to the organization, not the owner. Because otherwise people put it कि नहीं तुम्ही को देखना है, you are only the owner, you give the reason, which should never happen. Just make them own. If you see here, actually this one. So every time we come up with a different thing, Hudson ladder is the one where it is a common terminology for all to showcase my organization where we are. जैसे हमको जब अपना temperature देखना है, we use the thermometer. So similarly, we need to show to our organization what is my safety temperature at the individual plant. So for that, we first written EHS process in the June-July one. Then we got the external auditor through the various best one, and there they have given us the result and they show the real mirror to the individual plant where you are. So that exercise we started in the June, and now we can tell you in the June when we were there, we were at the reactive stage. Later on, with respect to all this roadmap, we could now come to the proactive, and our target is to come to the generative one. So that's all. And in this one thing written, connect with the site. That is connect to the dot or connect with the site. This word is really very important. Really advantage to me. Here what we do it, we have got the Operation Coordinate Committee. We call as OCC, which tells about. Here nothing, all my management people, I am there as a facilitator. I see how we connect with individual plant. I have got my various region head, my this cluster safety head, and they connect with the operation people. It is linkage of operation people to the corporate also. Just in a quarter, 15-minute talk where I get the gist of my team, how they are performing, how they are doing it with respect to EHS and the communication both ways. So that's there, it's really play. Resting, I think, and we fill the gaps also, knowledge. So again telling it, in the EHS, in the safety, there are three main things to be filled up. It is the knowledge gap, competency gap, and the compliance gap. If these three are attacked in a particular organization, I am sure that nothing, these are the basic pillars. Knowledge gap, competency gap, and the compliance gap. If these are catch up at later stage, we are in a safe hand. That's the thing. If we catch up at the base pillar, we will be getting the good result. So those things are there which I get it along with my team where we catch hold of those people and get the result. So those things that we have got an EHS rigor. So just like अपन लोग जैसे safety week में we do celebrate the safety week, है ना? So in that we make a plan. So that way I thought कि why not to have this roadmap only right from the beginning? Why to wait for the end one? See into the organization, different organization, and we create it and make them the owner and get the result. What's the management want? So that's how we go ahead, and this fine. Yeah. Again, friends, this seems very simple. We have got in an organization, in a particular plant, we don't have the safety officer there. In a particular plant, the plant head become the safety head. We called as a dean safety officer. The plant head himself is the dean safety officer. That's the designation. We have taken the test, we have coached them, mentored them. After a 2-3 month period, we made him designated after the test period as a dean safety officer. So whenever I talk with my business team people, I tell them, yeah, my dean safety officer. My BU head will talk about, नहीं तुमने तो मेरे आदमी को ही खा गए. That's the way. That's the thing. How I will get the real safety from that. So that is it. And in addition to that, his team, I have made them as an element owner. I have written the word operation team. So this element owner is again the plant people. This is not, they don't need to tell you safety wala kaun. Now I think from my team, when I talk about तुम्हारा safety wala कहाँ है, तो he will understand. He has to talk about that safety personal element owner guy. It is not that कि वो safety के लिए दूसरे को ढूंढेगा. नहीं, देखा तो वो उसकी शान है. It's that thing how we drive it. And for all these things, we have kept 10 elements as a basic one. And in the small organization, might be 2% same to one operation guy might be holding this 2 or 3 elements. That's the way how we drive the culture. And in fact, we have got then vulnerability risk. This thing is the last one where I measure the temperature of my site, and to measure this, we got various things assessment done. Through the cross business one, the lotto check, work at height, permit to work. People take it very dilutely, but permit to work play a major and a basic role for getting the safe compliance. It is like signing a death of somebody. So that's the main thing where we need to emphasize that these things are done and taken care of. So these are the various things, and the outcome what I have written here: plant in charge ownership for implementation, level of compliance and gap to be filled, and self-driven business. So after this, we get it this quarterly. I get the measure of all my plants through them only, and ultimately is identifying the critical risk and the control there. Site risk mapping and the level of implementation. We come up with quarterly the dashboard of the site, encouraging the team why he is less. So automatically he emphasizes more to get more scorecard. That is the motivation to my operation plan head team. That's the thing where we get. And more focus on the critical sites by management. So when we, those sites which come under red marking, so my CEO along with the BU leader, we talk to them in a quarter or in 6 months, individually talk of 15 minutes with them. That really build their ownership. Rest fine team, these are just the few best practices what we are doing in LSSR. It is a common across the organization, but of course the language barrier is removed. In the local language, we have got 14 various languages across the India, pan-India, so we have got all those things. And these are the safe practice in all my plants. That is the first one, signage is good, that is self-explanatory, whichever the contractor comes up, turn up. Even my security guy, he is my EHS guy. Security guy plays an important role because we cannot be everywhere. We cannot have the demonstration everywhere. We cannot have the EHS guy everywhere. Team there, we need to have to develop our people only into the EHS. And that this photograph is self-explanatory. Contractor का जितना भी लेबर लो स्किल्ड आदमी है कि 5 बार जाएगा 6ठी बार तो सीखेगा. So these are the things what we have got in the areas. That is, I have just taken one thing, and this is how we own it and get the things culture. Especially we do this as we are in the wind business. WTG, it is to the height of 150-meter height, and blade repairing. It is really a very high critical activity. And in telling you this WTG, it is wind turbine generator. Earlier, what people were doing, what IPP like our company, we were only dependent on the OEM. OEM, it is either GE, Suzlon or those in the wind. But now we have gone for the wind sum. We call as wind self-O&M. So we have got that one self-O&M of the WTG. So that is really and it brings a double profit to the company. I think here few of the OEMs are sitting like, gee, I know my counterpart, I was earlier with them, so I know few of the people. So we know how much the OEM charge, and self-doing it, it really make a business, and then only our boss, CEO will go for the operation also. Otherwise people will think, if we talk about solar, the rate tariff which has come down from 14 rupees to 2.6 paisa or 2.4 paisa per unit charge. If you will also hear from my mouth, 2.4, and how we are billing to our electricity bill. At our home we are giving it 6 rupees, but definitely it has to come down. In the industrial market we are hardly paying it, we are getting it 2.4 if we are giving evacuation. So that's the how we, sorry I just missed this. So this is a special training from the Global Wind Organization, mandatory what OEM was doing it for work at height, and it compromises of various modules and duly approved by the Global Wind Organization work at height. So various trainings are there, rescue planning and various things are there. And these are the various awards. My CEO, Mr. Haridas Menon, sitting in the middle one, and my complete team, and various awards which we took it in the last 6 months with the green rating and the other. Thank you team. Any question? I am there for you.